we have the very less resources of like we can utilize our optimum resources for the productivity, and like the thing is supervision should be minimum and less fatigue to the operator, and the productivity target like we got every year, like LG Electronics around 10% productivity we have to increase every year, with a reduction of resources. So to me, smart shop floor means you increase your productivity every year by 10 to 15%. You reduce your resources by that can be by through the automations, and there are small low cost innovation kind of thing, automation or innovation you can say, and where you can provide some cost innovation in terms of profit to the organization. Nowadays, there is a lot of pressure on the raw material cost side. So, the companies having a lot of pressure, like company like us in home appliances and electronics, where we have to, depend on a lot of on import parts. So, the raw material side, we have a very little space, because the dollar exchange rate and the resources. So now, like companies are thinking of making, innovation in terms of where we can save the cost in terms of productivity when we are producing on the lines or assembly lines. So through that way, we can contribute from the production side for the profit of the organization, not only in terms of dependency on raw material, but through the production also. That's it.
Yeah, Mr. Manchanda.
Well, I think by the time we'll reach here, everything will be covered. Smart for me is intelligence, right? So smart, a person who's intelligent or system who's intelligent will be smart. So it knows when to go off, when to start, when to stop, what to do, what not to do. And it has to do itself, manual intervention not required. So I'll just summarize that. To me, smart would mean, we have an old concept of total customer satisfaction at all cost to customer delight at minimal cost. The customer delight at minimal cost can only happen where I know where I'm wasting. Manual interventions will never stop it because they will hide it. They will hide it under the carpet. So the systems which are intelligent enough to control what to produce, when to produce, raise proactive alerts, predictive. If I have information on a dashboard, it doesn't mean anything to me, unless that information came to me when I had time to take actions. If the information is there and I can see it's red, green, blue, it doesn't make sense, right? So systems have to be intelligent for me to control cost. That's it.
Yeah, I think the common factor, Vinay, in all the three views was cost effective and cost. So, Mr. Jha. It's on. Oh, okay.
For me, smart shop floor means it has to be a vibrant and visual shop floor. And what I mean by vibrant and visual, I have seen, as I said, various types of industries, at least 4 or 5 different types of products, and all across India. People do invest in machines, people do invest in systems, but for me, a smart shop floor comes from smarter people handling it. For making a people smarter, quite often we do mistakes in saying that he is educationally maybe not the best one to be smart. But believe me, we may be trying to fool ourselves by saying that. What we can give them to make it, to make them more smarter is to the data which comes out from the shop floor machines should be available on the shop floor, should be visible to them, so that they can take a timely decision, a flexible route to reach the best. Quite often, they tend to get the data and details, but they are not good enough to take decisions. So for a smarter shop floor, I would say we need to have a smarter people. And for smarter people, we need to empower them with a lot of tools, which I think is available these days.
Yeah, right. Anilji. Mr. Bhatia comes from JBM, and I had attended one of the summits, manufacturing summits, where they had trained their shop floor people to make a wonderful presentation on the innovations what they did. Yeah.
we won the prize also. सर मैंने जैसे पहले भी कहा कि मैं थोड़ा शॉप फ्लोर से ज़्यादा नज़दीकी रखता हूँ. आई एम ए कोर शॉप फ्लोर मैन. तो मैं थोड़ा अपनी भाषा में आपके सवाल का जवाब दूंगा जी. सी जो हमारे बेसिक कंसेप्ट्स हैं, प्रोडक्टिविटी, क्वालिटी, कॉस्ट, कस्टमर सेटिस्फेक्शन, कस्टमर डिलाइट, ये सब तो हमें करने ही करने. फॉर मी a smart shop floor is that shop floor which is having the lean manufacturing system, which is able to show the speed and flexibility. When I say the flexibility means आज हमारा OEM चाहे हीरो मोटोकॉर्प है, होंडा है, जो भी हैं, they are so much changing in their models. Today they are having one model, the line gets established to supply that particular part or that particular assembly. By the time everything gets streamlined, they will come out with another model. So again, it will require different equipments, different jigs and fixtures, and then space becomes the constraint. So how we are able to come up and meet the customer demand in the shortest possible time with a flexible manufacturing system and ensuring lean also in terms of manpower, material, method, whatever we call it. So that is, I think, the smart shop floor. Thank you.
बिल्कुल सही कहा सर आपने. मकवाना साहब.
Like many of the people have said, smart. They've given different names for a smart shop floor. For me, a smart shop floor would be a shop floor that talks to me. How does it talk to me? First of all, a shop floor has to be visual, like one person said. Second, it should be integrated in such a way that basically, like he said, he's from a shop floor perspective. I'm also from the shop floor. I spent 25 years and I spent 25 years only in manufacturing and only in assembly lines. So I think mainly as to how assembly lines can improve with this interaction. So I was trying to read something yesterday before coming here, and I came across an article where I saw that there is a company in Germany that manufactures I think shampoos or soap, something of the liquid type. So they have a machine, and when the part is to be manufactured, different sort of ingredients are required. Now there are different models of the soap, liquid soap. So what happens? As per customer demand, an RFID comes to with the bottle, and when the RFID comes over there, the machine reads the RFID and is able to mix the different ingredients in different proportions. So I was thinking that how we can integrate this to an assembly line. When I was with Tata Motors, we always used to have problems of getting the right part to the assembly line, getting the right part to be fitted by the operator to recognize. So let's say we used to work with cards. There was an assembly line card that used to move with the axle that we used to make. So I was thinking, if there is an RFID or something that is embedded in the card, and when it comes to the station, it talks with the logistics part and highlights the part that is to be fitted, and maybe it also shows on a screen to the operator what is to be fitted. So this is something of a smart thing which I could learn from what I did on the net and what I could see over here also. This is what is smart for me basically, and integrate all this with safety, supply chain, and get a customer delight of delivering right product at the right time with the right quality.
बिल्कुल. ये जो शैम्पू का आपने एग्जांपल दिया लिक्विड सोप का, व्हेन वी कम टू डाबर आई थिंक वी विल हैव सम मोर इनसाइट. सो मिस्टर अग्रवाल.
Just to add, recently we're doing a project with Tata Motors in Sanand, wherein the sequencing parts, when the kit goes inside the supermart, the light actually glows for the operator to pick up how many, any confirmation that he has picked up, and then the trolley gets attached. So you're already executing. So you're almost there.
Pika Pika, which is now being used on the shop floor, very fast way. The only thing which we need to add into that is error proof. It is still not there. The red light goes, if a person picks a part and then keeps it back, it still will say okay. We need to integrate some error proofing.
Yeah, it's very interesting because see, in this room we have fertilizer manufacturers and we have footwear manufacturers and we have air conditioner manufacturers and auto component manufacturers. So it's a good gathering. So the idea of all this round table is basically learn from each other's experience. Mr. Agarwal.
Sir, we are in part machining. For me, in shop floor, everything should be visible. Without asking, we can get the data. And it should be visible what is the plan. Anyone will go in the shop floor and he can get the data without asking.
Though I belong to a manufacturing industry, but myself is IT guy, and I have never got an opportunity to work on a soft floor. But as a word being coined as smart floor, all I can visualize is it should be something like each and every component should talk to each other, and person who is responsible for managing that shop floor should get an integrated dashboard and a proactive, some information which can proactively help him to take further decision, reducing the cost or increasing his manufacturing as such.
Yeah.
Colleague with Mr. Nashid Singh, I can add on.
Yes, please.
That
Can you give him the mic?
integrating with the latest devices and the technology, there is also the response time. See, I am new to this IT and I was earlier the process guy, mainly at the shop floor. I was mainly at the shop floor, you can say. I was in the manufacturing. I can add on that the time, the safety that has become prominent nowadays, and also the response time. Whatever the technology and the dashboard that is being integrated with the shop floor, the response time also very tight, and we have to make the things on a faster way to improve our productivity as well as increase. That would result in our increasing the manpower productivity also. Least manpower, more technology, faster, high productivity.
Yeah, you walked in late, Mr. Saigal. Just introduce yourself and where you're located. And
I am Saurabh
your function.
Saigal.
Yeah.
I am senior manager projects at IFCO. We are a fertilizer concern, mainly into fertilizer, but now integrated with where corporates also like insurance, telecom. We have diversified. So I'm more into the corporate business as of now.
Great.
Thank you.
Yes.
More or less, we have covered everything of smart shop floor. Say it has to be live, it has to be intelligent, and like we have got state-of-art solutions from design to supply chain to process control. Like SCADA, we have got traceability, we have got RFID, we have got barcoding. For vendors, we have got vendor portals, SAP, and everything we have got. So the ultimate smart shop has to be like where these systems, standalone state-of-art systems, so much of data, say it should like talk to each other and it should be integrated so that it can be a intelligent organization or a connected intelligent shop floor. That's all.
Yeah, a good point again. Mr. Sonawane, please.
I think what he says is everything is what is the smart shop floor. It has been covered. As far as the phenolics industries is concerned, we are into the pipes and fittings. We have got the lot of SKUs as far as the pipes and fittings are concerned, and we have the different location and the different the area wise the different the SKUs are required. So as far as I'm not saying the other points, but basic is from our side the planning part is very, very important because we have the lot of imported material. So inventory, the asset utilization, then the manpower, because right now as far as this is pipe and fittings, it is a low technology products. Everything the competition is going on every day. The margins are getting shorter. So what we need is our machine should be high productive machine. So we need to replace the new technology with the high productivity. We have to add the new material to the cost effective. we need the trained manpower for that. We have the good maintenance system for the utilization. So I mean to say, actually this could be the maybe the smarter shop floor. And secondly, the communication should be like that, and the person, the involvement of that the shop floor person should be so that it has to be a transparent system altogether, and there should be the ownership at each level, so that there should not be delay in decision making at a particular place. If there is a delay in decision making, then it has it creates another issues to the production. So I mean to say, this is the smart manufacturing areas.
Sure. Sanjeev ji is from Dabur, so he would add a lot of
wonderful ideas
already
to get from all the different sectors. And the idea of this, what my perception of this smart is, which last gentleman spoke, everything like in Germany what he saw. So we are making diverse products, from honey to Odonil, from Chyawanprash, Asavs to all shampoos and everything at one place, at different within the cluster. So basically, and we have got a lot of SKUs and around 75 manufacturing lines. So and it is a fast-moving consumer good. So we have to see our supply chain also. So this thing smart idea is what the gentleman spoke. So that is the ideal thing. With we have to have a push system in lean. Pull system in lean. Okay, and also the real-time information what we are talking is giving the visual. So it should be an eye factory. Basically, we are developing is eye factory. Everything is visual. But the system which you are trying to develop should also I should be able to have my maximum capacity, this asset utilization. It should also show which of the lines on the supply chain, like the plan is there, which of the lines will be get idle, and which will be, because they give a plan based on the market. But it should optimize where we are able to utilize all our machines. Also, it should give information like my OE or where my predictive maintenance, when because I am getting information, but my output should increase. That will by knowing the these minor stoppages, as well as reducing my repairing time. MTBF and MTTR should be less, and my changeover times are maximum. I spend my time in changeovers from SKUs. So SMED concept has to be put. So all this should be integrated in that smart, the keyboard, not only the formulation where the ingredients are coming with the bottle, but it should also give the live this thing of the machines what we are running. So that is my. So it is a big, you can say, mix of ideas.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I mean, one can visualize what will happen if all that takes place automatically. Viraj is from Henkel Anand and Industrial Adhesives.
Okay. So first of all, before I talk about the smart shop floor, because already everybody talked about that. So Henkel Anand is we manufacture the bulk sealants, okay, bulk sealant and the bulk adhesives basically used in the automotive industry mostly. So our products are basically goes from the paint shop to the body shop and various other various other shops basically in the automotive industry. And there is also a lot of products which goes as a safety products. For example, if you see the glass bonding of each car, we manufacture those adhesives, so it is related to the safety of the car. So this is very critical. It is important for us that whatever product we manufacture goes to the OEMs with exactly the same specs which are designed by the OEM. So that is very, very important. So safety and the other quality of our products has to be perfect and as per the OEM standards fully. It must meet the OEM standards. So if you take our manufacturing, we have bit of a different manufacturing what I could see from here. Our colleagues here spoke about that, friends spoke about that. We have manufacturing of we manufacture 4 tons of batch size. Our batch size is 4 to 5 tons. Okay, so in that case our maximum raw material in one particular grade of raw material is 1 ton to, in that particular batch the minimum is also 50 kg. So if you see the chances of error what we get at the pre-batching area where we make the bulk is that person can pick up different raw material instead of one raw material, and that can lead to a lot of issues in the, and we came to know after it is mixed. Okay, we have already worked on that, we are already implementing something on that. But for me, the smart shop floor is a system in which we can get the real-time information, as Mr. Madan had said clearly, and everybody also echoed on that. But at the same time, the system in which we can also get the, say, alerts for the errors which can happen. So for example, in the pre-batching area, if somebody picks up a wrong raw material, because if you see our raw materials are in the liquid or in the powder, and in lot of cases, okay, they are similar, okay, we have the system to track everything, but at the same time, finally there could be chance of error. So if somebody picks up some wrong raw material and try to add that into our one particular product which is not required, then we must have a system by which we are working on the barcoding and everything, so that that particular raw material is not added into that batch if it is not for that batch. So if we have that system, then that is the very, say, important for us. So it is, we are not yet, say, we are already working with some of the companies, and we will be say going ahead with that. But it is important that from our point of view, the quality and the safety are the two important points, and which must be, say, taken care before anything